Hi all, Jami Yazdani here. I wanted to talk a little bit about strategic planning. I've heard from some managers and some leaders that they are hesitant to move forward with a strategic planning process right now, given our current climate. I've also heard concerns about existing plans perhaps being irrelevant or not reflecting current challenges. And so whenever I hear these concerns, I think about a time early in my management career when I worked in an organization that was going through some pretty public turmoil. So leadership was unexpectedly changing, our name was in the news, and everyone was pretty worried and sort of scrambling. My staff was rightly concerned about the leadership changes and the hits to our reputation. And they were really worried about how to discuss what was happening with our users. I remember too that we were about to interview candidates for a position and we were unsure how to address the issue with them, and frankly, a little bit afraid that the turmoil would scare them off. We had recently gone through a departmental strategic planning process. And so my staff had participated in that and been really instrumental in developing our strategic goals. So in a meeting, when we were talking about kind of the chaos that was all around us, I pulled out those goals and asked them if anything that was happening around us was going to affect our day-to-day progress toward reaching those goals. Sure, some priorities might change, or the specifics of our implementation plan for those goals might need tweaking under new leadership, but our goals were still our goals. We still intended to provide a great experience for our users. And while we weren't in control of the larger environment, we were in control of our individual interactions with those users. We still intended to make progress on promoting our resources, on using our services to support our organization's mission, which wasn't going to change, and on sustaining our team and improving our own skills and knowledge. So with our mission, vision, and strategic goals in front of us, it was clear that our priorities had not changed, that what was happening around us didn't need to negatively impact our services and our users. We had some control over what felt like so out of control. So my staff was able to refocus on their role in supporting our goals, grounding them in our existing strategic plan. So I tell this story to show that when our environment is chaotic and our communities and teams feel disengaged, a clear strategic plan can often be the beacon that guides your organization, your department, your team forward. So I think strategic planning and your existing strategic plans are actually more important than ever. So if you do have a plan that's in danger of being shelved, it's likely that the core elements of it are still relevant. So at a minimum, those core principles and broader priorities reflected in your plan probably still matter. So revising your implementation plan or the specific objectives or timelines you had created to support your strategic goals, that may be all that's necessary. It's also possible that the emphasis on a particular goal or the urgency around a particular goal will change, but the goal itself still remains. Now, if a goal truly is no longer relevant, you can use the feedback, the needs assessment, the principles, the priorities that you discovered during that original planning process to help you revise the goal. You might also think about broadening the goal to reflect some uncertainty and allow you to go in some different possible directions. Now, if you're just planning to plan, honestly, what better time to align your organization's priorities with its purpose and with the results that you want to achieve? So ideally, that's what impactful strategic planning will do. So I'm all about planning that's flexible, transparent, inclusive, and results in real change. So I just released a short impactful strategic planning guide that talks about why so many plans fail to have an impact on their organization, and how you can ensure that your plan and your planning process results in actionable, implementable goals. I'm also going to be hosting some impactful planning discussions to talk about strategies for conquering your strategic planning challenges. So you can download the free guide and register for discussion on my website at yazdaniconsulting.com/planning. So if you're on the fence about starting a new planning process or struggling to implement your existing plan right now, I'd really love to talk. And if you're successfully using your plan to navigate our challenging times, I'd also love to hear from you. So again, you can download the free guide and register for our discussions on my website at yazdaniconsulting.com/planning. Thank you.